Pro television on YouTube. Make sure say Obano me subscribe to me so. Idea my President Mahama must crack the whip on his indisciplined ministers. And I go see Pratt Jnr. Edin Common Pan African TV. I watch you say. Edu bra was up Omampeni Mahama ho. Okaka no ho na the ministers ni bi na as indisciplined. Asha mama, they don't want to be disciplined. They want to do anything. Like they want to eat their cake and have it. No? It's about time. Ordin any be hwesa ankrofo no de osefata se ye gine position ye beje. De osefata se wo se ye man ne tranche na so ye man ne tranche. And se so mo so begu nani mas. In TV.
I have a lot of pity for Mr. Eric. What is his name? Opoku. Because what he has done is terrible. You understand? Mr. Eric Opoku, Minister of Agriculture, was in this country when Callistus Mahama, Executive Secretary to the President, issued the statement he issued on people picking before their time. And I was left in no doubt at all that Callistus was speaking for the President. That voice was the voice of President John Dramani Mahama. Only a couple of days ago, the Council of Elders of the party, and I'm informed that even people like Mr. Atuahoy, who is not so well and so on, thought that it was so important that they all attended this meeting. The Doa Jahos and so on were all in this meeting. The President sat in this meeting. And they took a decision that people should hold on with their reckless ambitions and focus attention on the reset agenda of the National Democratic Congress. Then, immediately after, Mr. Eric Opoku jumps up and says, I'm ready to be president. This is an act of indiscipline who should not be tolerated at all. We have passed the stage of admonitions and pleadings. The time has come to crack the whip. And I'm waiting to see what President Mahama will do. Look, we've had presidents before. President Kufuor, when he appealed to his ministers and told them to stop misbehaving and to focus attention on the agenda, and they refused, he kicked them out. He kicked them out. You understand? And their presidents, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, he told his ministers that, look, if you want to stay in my government, if you want to focus on the job and so on, do so. If you don't, get out. And they got out. It is now the turn of President Mahama, and we are waiting to see what he will do to these elements who are impervious to reason and advice. What is this? If you come and say, oh, I'm ready to be president, if the party gives me the chance I'll be president, you are declaring your intention to be president. You are campaigning.
Straight away.
Straight away, you are campaigning. And we shouldn't tolerate this. You see? And I've said this before, the thing which irks me the most is this claim that, oh, don't worry, very soon President Mahama will be a lame duck. What does that mean? It means they are not going to respect him. It means very soon we won't take his word for anything. You understand? We'll do as we please. No president must tolerate that. You cannot work with people who are praying that you become a lame duck so they can do as they please. Sack them. They are a danger to you, the president. They are a danger to the country. And they are a danger unto themselves. And I think they should be gotten rid of as quickly as possible. Now, look, say individual ambition. If you join a political party, the assumption is that your personal individual ambition has become subordinate to the collective ambition of the party. So if you join a political party and you still insist on your personal individual ambitions and so on, you are a danger to your political party. In fact, you devalue your membership of the party and so on. Why? Why this hurry? Why this hurry? Why? There's an agenda which has been set, which has to be fulfilled. If the NDC fails to achieve any of the promises, or most of the promises it made in the last election, no matter who they bring as presidential candidate, you won't win. So the priority is on achieving these objectives. This agenda which has been set by the party and so on. Jumping over themselves and making, what is this? What is this behavior? In any case, who tells Mr. Eric Opoku or any of those aspirants that they are better than Fifi Kwete? They will be better leaders than Fifi Kwete. Or that they will be better leaders than Okudjato Ablakwa. Or that they will be better leaders than the sports minister, what is his name? Kofi Adams. Or they will be better presidents than Mahama Yariga. Or they will be better presidents than... Who tells them that? Who tells them that? What is this over-bloated ego? What is this over-bloated ego? You see, leadership, true leadership, and I agree with my brother, Mr. London, Safoini, true leadership emerges through processes of struggle and building. Today, you are Minister for Agriculture. If you perform so well that your performance is outstanding, if everybody looks around and says, look, we came to power in 2025 with this agenda. This is the man who has led us to achieve those objectives and so on. Your presidency is automatic. Automatic. Do your work. Your work will show whether you are qualified to be president or not the declarations you make. Why? We are in this country. All the studies have revealed, all the studies, whether by CDD or whoever has revealed, that to become president, you need $100 million in your back pocket. So all these people jumping around are looking for $100 million. What does that tell you about what is happening and what is likely to happen? That all of them are looking for $100 million. Because if they want to be president, they have to have $100 million. What a shame. What is happening? And look, nobody will sympathize with President Mahama on this matter. The time has come for him to crack the whip. The admonitions are over. The sweet talking, the persuasions and so on, it's over. If people are sabotaging your administration by their misconduct, sack them. Sack them. One time. Let them go home. What is this behavior? 17 months after assuming office, this is the mayhem they are visiting upon us. Why? You think that the people of Ghana really care? Look, what is the qualification for president? You have to be 40 years and above, not so. You have to be qualified to be a parliamentarian. You have to be a Ghanaian by nationality. What else? So there are millions of people who qualify to be president of Ghana, millions of people who qualify to be president of Ghana. And let nobody think that they are in any special category. Millions. You qualify to be president of Ghana. Prof qualifies to be president of Ghana. He overqualifies to be president of Ghana.
$100 million.
You understand? So let them stop this childishness and jumping around and, what is this? I read the story this morning. I said, so all the things that are happening, the statement issued by the Council of Elders, Callisto's message, all the statements that are being made by well-meaning members of the NDC and so on, this minister did not hear them, or he heard them and decided to defy everybody because he's Superman. He's Django on the horse.
He's testing the waters.
Is this how to test waters? What waters is he testing? I'm so embarrassed for him. And we're all looking to President John Dramani Mahama to see what he will do next. Because if this man is not stopped, others will continue. And there'll be total chaos. Especially when they're doing this on the assumption that he's going to be a lame duck. What does that mean? They won't respect you. They will trample all over you. You understand? And make your administration useless. And make sure that you leave no legacy. Crack the whip.
No, ministers in office at the Obi president. Nah, or they don't want to even focus on the Jumani idea woman. We show my president Mahama she say, we number come one woman na my Jumani idea shaman sam prim na my ye. Dabi. Kabrani obo Erikopoku bidin. Aswadi sa ambition is any so adi huna president Mahama eni so no. Onfa ho. Ono ani ambition no odwen ho. It is about time. Sa omusuban ebinom person be focus on the work at hand. Now more dream and we want to be president, you know. Ope anamo awampanyi betu o. Opeso koyo opeso obe mampani a. Fa adwuma ne to yen fa ma obi obeye. Na kona ko follow ambitions. One papa Kwesi Pratt Jnr adwin me so search wadwin comment section ho for my PROLENSE media and production social stories so free baby trade it in a camera edi ama Pro television on YouTube mesro me subscribe to me so for my it has say na so be fair.
Oh yes, papa ni nie ene niamansaje atum ade ne yedi ho dance seseba no photography videography ana bibia famfoni ane camera ho sensem de ana adwuma de bia na opetwumaku ebetwa ne neat na yamyehwefo no ho a wakase wow de a eno ane PROLENSE etwa event bia bi wedding ayiyo parties anniversaries documentaries and music videos your cameras ahodo and drones ahodo e de betwa events no and now program no amana ya kama na saye meyahwefo no kora hu a obeka se wow ane sanse PROLENSE ya juma hot Ghana baby bia wo bia echichiri ne echiri ne ebo so da form the saturday nante ne sanso ya live streaming for all events the Ghana office e wo ahye Adenta Dodowa Road ya ne CBG ene di animhwe se ya frefra +1 401 7570 300 and +1 401 6992 254. PROLENSE customer satisfaction is our topmost priority.